We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Y'all know I put a song with it every single day, even though I be looking for my little 2 o'clock live. I'm trying to fight that in my head, but it seems to come out every single time. Hello, Bull 310. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us again today. Welcome, welcome. Alrighty, so we on at 2 o'clock live. Please pass the word, share it to your friends. Let the folks know that Arlissa is on. She's talking again today. She's talking about credit spreads. Talking about credit spreads today, right? Using credit spreads for daily money. So we're looking for daily money using credit spreads. You don't have to use it every day to make the daily money, but if you choose, you do have the option for daily money. You see what I did there? The option for daily money. We can use options to have the option for daily money. Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. Good afternoon, all. Hello, hello. If you're on finding me on Facebook, please give StreamYard permission so that way I can see your names. I want to be able to see your names. Want to see who's joining, especially if you're going to comment. I love it when we comment. It gives me a chance to engage with the people. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alrighty, I love it. Let's go. I want to talk first about what are credit spreads. I won't take long here in the what are credit spreads because it's a whole strategy that includes a lot more steps and involvement. But I do want to share credit spreads with you. All right. First thing I need you to know about credit spreads is they are a two-leg strategy. It's called an advanced strategy, probably because there's two legs. There's a buy leg and a sell leg, and I'm calling them legs, but you buy an option and you sell an option at the same time, same expiration, usually one spread, two spread apart. They come in spreads. So like SPY is a one spread in that the strike prices are $1 apart. Apple is a 2.5 spread, which means the strike prices are 2.5 apart. SPX is a 5 spread, which means the strike prices are $5 apart. That's what's called the spread. The options next to it, you can always widen the spread, but you can't get any closer than what the broker already has set up for you. Amazon, I believe, is a 1 spread. SPY is a 1 spread. SPX 5 spread. Suchy. All right. It's a two-legged strategy. You're buying a call, you're selling a call at the same time. You're buying a put and selling a put at the same time. The order of them will determine whether it's a credit spread or a debit spread, right? If you put the sell leg closest to the price, it becomes a credit spread. If you put the sell leg away from the price, it's a debit spread. These are two totally different strategies. Yes, if you really want to get deeper into spreads, you can go over either to my YouTube channel or go to Educator2Trader, which is my website, and you can look at the trainings that I have over there for those two things. What's my average again? Average gain? Oh, it depends. Somebody asked, what's your average gain when you do the daily strategy? I usually shoot for 10%, 10-15%. Which I think is really good and really safe. Generally, you get 10%. You can get it on one side or a combination of if you do an iron condor, which we'll talk about in a second, you can do 10, 15, 20%. If you follow me on Facebook, you can see that the daily times you're seeing I'm posting are returned on collateral, and those generally 10%, 11%, 12%, 15%, sometimes 18%. All depends on the individual. Hello, Miss Peacock. Hello. All right. So credit spreads is a two-legged strategy. Buy a call, sell a call. Buy a put, sell a put. They go together. Credit spreads, I already talked about that. Debit spreads, talked about that. Okay. Because you're selling, you are going to collect a premium. When you're selling, you collect money. It means they're going to pay you money to enter the trade. You're going to collect whatever it is that you get out of that. You're getting that. There is no more max profit. I mean, there is no more profit above that. Whatever you decide you're taking for selling, that's what you're going to get for the trade. It all goes well. If trade doesn't go well, you'll have to maybe go into your collateral and pay some things to buy yourself out. Or if it's worth more, basically you pay what it's worth if you're trying to let yourself out. This is why we take our time or use the different steps to make sure that we select strikes that are going to, from all that we can see, be safe strikes. We're looking for strikes that are going to be safe strikes as best as we can, right? All right. So after you enter your trades, the premiums decay. The premiums decay with time. Theta eats away at the premiums. If you're a buyer, you know about that. If you're a seller, it works in our favor. Yes, theta decay works in our favor. And basically the time is eating away at your premiums. So let's say you collected $15. Time passes, price is not at your strike, suchy. Your premiums are getting smaller and smaller. By the end of the day, they end up being worthless. They're either worth less or they're worthless. You can do either one. We want, as sellers, we want the premiums to be worth less, because many times when you're a buyer, if your brain is in the buyer zone, you want your premiums to go higher. You want to buy at one price and sell higher. That's when you're a buyer. But when you're a seller, you want to sell high and buy back low. When you're a seller, you sell high and buy low. Hey, Steve, how are you? Good to see you too. Thanks for watching. All righty. So that's the general gist of credit spreads. Credit spreads are a two-leg strategy. When you're selling, you collect money upon entry. The broker gives you that money right away, and it's yours to keep if your trade goes well. Trade doesn't, you may have to buy your way back out, or you may have to pay a little more for the trade. But that's why we take energy to get good strikes. So that way you're in a safe place, and I'm putting safe in air quotes, because sometimes you can use all the things and be in a safe place, and the market gets on a horse and rides off, and your safe strike may not be. But there's ways that we defend, and we watch how we get those. And what do we do if the trade starts not going our way? There's ways to defend against. You don't have to sit idly by like, I don't know what to do. Well, we teach you what to do. You collect your premiums. The premiums decay as time passes, as long as the strike is not, the price is not near your strike price. And then at the end of the whole dealio, your trade expires worthless at the end of the day. Yes, if you have any questions along the way, please put them into the chat so I can see them and comment. I can comment on your questions, on your preguntas. I can comment on those. Well, I got a graphic I'm going to show you, so let me get it on the screen. Let me figure out how I'm going to present. Got to present first, and then we'll do that. Yes. Want to show you what are the ways that we're going to make daily money. That's the topic we're talking about, is how do we make daily money with credit spreads? How do you make daily money with credit spreads? Everybody can see my screen, I hope. Hope you can see my screen. Yes. The first thing you want to do is you're going to pick a daily expiration stock. You pick a stock that expires every day. Which ones are those? Two of those, we've talked about them so many times on this call every afternoon. SPX, XSP. These are great because SPX is the S&P 500. It's the big boy. I told you yesterday you want to be mindful that you don't jump into the SPX all willy-nilly. It is not to be toyed with. Okay, it is not to be trifled with. No. We don't play with the SPX. It deserves respect. It has earned and deserved the respect. It's the roller coaster ride. But can we ride it? Yes, we can. I was going to sing a song there. I'm going to stop because I was going deep. No. Anyway, y'all know my brain functions in song lyrics, so I have to stay focused because I'll get all sidetracked and be someplace else, and y'all be like, where is she going? Where did she go? Can come back, Arlissa, come back. You can also use XSP, which is the mini of the S&P 500. We like the XSP because it doesn't cost as much collateral to trade it. Where SPX price is currently what, 45.53, 45.50, somewhere in there, right? That's the current SPX price. Well, the current XSP price is 455. So it's 1/10 of the price. It's just like SPY. XSP is along the same price zone as SPY. So keep that in mind. It's the mini SPX. After you pick a stock that's daily expiration based on your resources and your monties, you got to pick based on your monties. Yes. Then you want to chart support and resistance. We've done this the last couple of days. We've done this in our calls, looking for support and resistance, see where the price has been today, previous days, and where we don't want it to go. When you're a seller, you want to be out of the money. When you're a buyer, you want to be in the money. You want the stock to go where you want it to go. When you're a seller, not so much. You want to be above price. You want to be below price. You don't want to be in the money when you're a seller, right? Step 3, you want to find the strikes that are outside of those zones. I just talked about that. Find strikes that are outside of those zones. And then you want to sell call credit spreads if the trend is going downward. You want to sell put credit spreads if the trend is going up. Notice that call credit spreads, selling calls, if you're buying calls, you want price to go up. But if you're selling calls, you want price to go down. The very opposite, opposite, all right? If you're selling puts, you want price to go up or put credit spreads. If you're buying puts, you usually want price to go down. This is opposite. It's completely different. It's another thought process when you're trading credit spreads. Use both of these. You can use call credit spreads and put credit spreads jointly if the price is kind of hanging out between two zones. If price is hanging out between two zones, then you can do iron condors, they're called, where you do a call credit spread and a put credit spread, and you collect money on both sides, and you only leverage your collateral one time. So if you've got a one spread, you take in $10 on the call credit spread side, you take in $10, $12 on the put credit spread side, you've taken in $22, but you've only used the $100 of collateral. Okay. Then you collect your premiums. You enter your trade and collect your premiums. Collect your money. Run me my money. Run me my money. The broker runs you your money. Yes, they give it to you right away. You can do whatever you want to do with the money when they give it to you. If you decide you want to go put it on something else, you can. You know, if you decide you want to do this, that, or the third, you can go buy some shares, but do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, when you collect your, I can't see the comments just yet. I got to go off this screen and see comments. And then you let the time pass and you let the trade expire worthless. This is kind of where I want to spend some time, is letting the trade expire worthless. Remember, we talked about picking a trade that expires every day. When you're a seller, you want the shortness of the time. You want the short, because that theta decay or time decay works in your favor. So you want to pick strikes that can go all the way through the end of expiration. If they expire worthless, when they expire worthless, you don't use a day trade because you didn't close it. Now, you can open it and close it yourself if you want. You know, you need to have an account that's bigger than, $25,000, or you need to have a day trade, saved up, which y'all got to check and see. I think they're changing the rules on pattern day trader stuff in September. I know Robinhood put out a message that that if you get labeled as a pattern day trader, you stay there. You don't get to have it wash off your record in 90 days like it did. I'm not sure if it's the same way with other brokers. I've not gotten a message from Thinkorswim or anybody else. I would be shocked if Robinhood was doing something that nobody else was doing. I would kind of be shocked with that. But we haven't gotten any messages from the other people just yet. If you open and close a trade yourself, if you manually open and close it, that will cost you a day trade. But if you open it and it expires worthless, it won't cost you a day trade, right? This is why we use SPX and XSP, because these two are cash settled. You ever heard of what cash settled is? Which means there's no shares. There are no SPX shares. There are no XSP shares. So at the end of the trade, at the end of it's all over, you either win money or you lose money. I mean, you keep your money or you don't. There's no shares to exchange. Many other stocks you have to worry about. If you not worry about you, it's real. If you're a seller, to get assigned or to get called away and those kinds of things. Assigned or exercise are the two words when you're a seller. But when you're working with SPX and XSP, there's no shares, so there's no assignments, there's no exercising. Basically, all of the things that happen at the end of the trading day are cash settled. Everything is settled with money. If they owe you money, they give it to you. Well, you already got it. But if you owe them money, they take it. That's the way that goes. That's the way it goes. If they owe you money, they give it to you. If you owe them money, they take it. That's the way it goes, right? But you want to pick strikes where the price will expire between or below or above those strikes. You'd rather not have the stock price to be past your strikes. You don't really want that. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see if I see some comments up here. I do see a comment. Come on, screen. It's deciding what to do. Oh, hey, Saida, how you doing? Good to see you too, dear. All righty. So we've gone through the ways that you can do your credit spreads, how to make money every day on credit spreads. We've gone through that. Yes. All righty. We are tomorrow. After this is I'm going to go through my little spiel. Y'all got to ride through the spiel in order to get to the trade. I'm going to show us a trade and end a Friday afternoon way to make some money today. If you decide you're ready to go live or you're going to go in your sim, listen, don't play around. Get in your sim and practice. You need to practice. Make sure that you're comfortable there. But I'm going to go to there in a minute. I need to take this out of here so I can see the comments. I won't be left commentless, right? And to be able to see the comments. But I want to show you all what we got going this weekend. It's the weekend, baby. Tomorrow, we got something going, right? And I want to share it with you. We're going to do a trade after this. So if you want to ride out with me, hang on. And we're going to show us a trade here in a minute. But you're going to have to ride, Sally, ride. You got to ride out with me for a little while longer. Just a little while longer, ride. Sally Ride. I don't think those two songs go together, but I'm an artist. I can create stuff as I go. Tomorrow, we're doing SPX spreads for daily profits, right? We're doing this tomorrow. It's a training. I'm going to do a live training, me and my community, because I got some other coaches who are going to be a part of the training as well, where we're going to do SPX spreads for daily profits. Going to look at how do we use SPX to make money from the market. I'm going to walk you through the strategy that we use every single day to make money, right? I've mentioned it a little bit here and gone through the steps on a very high level. You just need to know that there's more steps. There's not more steps, there's just more intricacies to it than that. The steps I gave you are the steps. There's just more intricacies and nuances. Y'all like that word? There's nuances to the steps. Doing it tomorrow morning. If you want to join up with the training, you can head over to bit.ly SPX training and jump in, or you can just go to my website, Educator2Trader.com. In this training, we're going to talk about SPX and we're going to talk about XSP, right? I'm not only doing SPX because I want people who are new to this to be able to use a smaller equity so you can still trade for daily money. That's what we're trying to get you equipped, right? That's the whole objective, is to get you equipped. We'll go through the strategy itself. How do we use it? How do we use our credit spreads? How do we defend? How do we enter? How do we exit? No, baby, it's not free. Steve said free. No, the free days of Arlissa training for free, them days, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Lord, they're gone. But no, it's not expensive though. It's nowhere near as expensive as we've seen lots of trainings. It's nowhere near as expensive. But head over to let me put that HTTP, educator. I think I'm typing right. Oh, I left the C out. Educator2Trader.com. You can head over there and you can see, you can jump in on this. We're going to talk about entering, exiting. How do we defend? I know, Steve. How do we defend our trades? How do we use it on XSP? We've got some other sub strategies, I call them, where we've got a strategy that's at like 1:30 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard, not Central Time. 1:30 around Eastern Standard Time. We've got one that's just the end of the day, the 3:45 strategy that we've utilized. And we've got a way to trade first thing in the morning. So we've got a way for you to trade in the morning and capture your money real quick and then be able to go about your day. We've got a way for you to come in right afternoon time. If you want that, if that time suits your life better, come in around that time, use a strategy to ride for the rest of the day. And, or if you just got the last 15 to 30 minutes, you can come in that time of day and make it work for you there. So we've got something for everybody, for every and for everybody's job, life, status, whatever you got. We got a strategy for this daily profits that will work for you. All right. It's Saturday. It's tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. I will be there coaching live and in living color. Yep. I'll be right there live and in living color. All righty. Let's see if we can get in on us a trade this afternoon. What can we do here? Let me stop sharing real quick. Anybody got any questions besides Steve asking me? Is it gonna be? Steve is my dude. Yes, he is. He's my dude. Come on. I should have had my Thinkorswim opened already, but I don't. Feel free to jump on, y'all. Okay, like and subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you make sure you don't miss out on the stuff we got going. Right? I think next week I'm going to focus us on cash secure puts. Anybody in here ever sell puts? If you sell puts, put in the chat, put me. If you've sold puts, say me. If you haven't sold but you want to hear about it, put in there want to. You can say me or want to. This is not want to go. You can say me or you can say want to. I want to learn a little bit more about it. I want to. Yes. You want to do cash secure put, learning how to sell puts. Sell puts is what I call the no-lose strategy. And I call it that because at the end of a cash secure put trade, you either walk away with money or you keep the money you collected, or you keep that money and you get some shares. Either way, if the trade goes your way, you get money. And if the trade doesn't necessarily go your way, you get money and premiums. Thinkorswim has just stalled. It's just like sitting still. I think because I'm using up my bandwidth to be on live. And Thinkorswim is saying you're asking for a lot from this here laptop. Asking for a lot. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Please do so. It helps us grow, helps us to continue. It's all about option selling. Yes. Instagram, you can follow me. TikTok, you can follow me. You can find me on Facebook. You can join the Facebook group. Educator to Trader is our group. And you can find us there and join up with our group. If you're one who needs, yes, ma'am, I do got a few people already registered for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. If you are one who needs people to be a little bit more, need a little more support, I'll call it. I don't like to say hand holding, even though sometimes it kind of is. But if you need more support in these areas as a trader, if you really feel like you need more of a community, then you may want to join up with our membership. In our membership, I can share my screen now. In our membership, we have a morning call every day. We do trading together during the day. If you've got issues or questions or need some support and things answered or need some guidance, the group is there for that. We do coaching on the weekends. We do, coaching for strategies and clarifications, and all the other classes that I do. You people get access to the course, the other trainings that I do when you're part of the membership. Somebody's asking, Miss Peacock is asking, is the SPX playbook a complement to the course? Nope. What started this is they go together. You're asking it's a compliment. They go together. The training tomorrow is based on the things that are in the SPX playbook. What I found is a lot of people purchased the SPX playbook and went through the stuff that was there, and they went through the videos. But even sometimes with the book and the videos, you still sometimes need some guidance for some of the things that are happening in the process. I can't, you can't write everything in the book. I can't to cover every potential in the book. So some people bought the book, they've been using it. Maybe they've run into some issues, or they aren't able to make it do what it was intended to do just yet, not on their own. So I offered his training as a way to supplement it. But for some people, it can replace it. We're going to go through all the stuff. We're going through everything in the playbook. So if you sign up, you'll definitely be with it and ready to trade come Saturday evening. You will leave that call ready to trade. All right. I'm no cap. You will leave tomorrow's call ready to put in some trades. Right. You can either put them in your live, put them in your sim. I would suggest you practice in your sim first, but you will be ready to trade when you leave that training. I promise you'll get your money's worth. Here we go. XSP's on my screen. We can see what's going on. Hey, Warner E, what's up, buddy? You can see what XSP has done today. We've kind of been consolidating a bit. If you look at the trend, there's a bit of an upward trend here. We got higher highs and higher lows. There's been a bit of an uptrend today. I don't know if the daily chart is showing green or not. I'm almost scared to change it from here because XSP be acting so crazy on my think or swim. But let's see if I can switch over to daily candle and see if this candle is red or green. I'm thinking it's green because we're up 1.14. We're not green. It's a red one. Looks like a doji-ish red. It's red. Okay, we're looking for what would be some strikes for today's trade. XSP. XSP1 spread. We talked about that. Right? Every day we've done trades. I believe we've had some success. I've told y'all every day. What do you mean screen? What are you asking me? Can you see my screen? I don't know what you're asking me, Sandy. You can't see my screen. Oh, you should be able to see. Let's see. Let me push present so I can make sure. It says I'm presenting. Can anybody else not see my screen? I am sharing. You can't see it? Okay, I'm going to stop screen and I'm going to share it again. But I am definitely sharing my screen. Nope, I don't want to invite anybody. Okay, present. Share the screen. Share screen. Share screen. Come on, Cletus. I can see on mine that it is sharing. You see me, okay? Now my screen should be starting to share. It's taking a minute because it's the processor is running with the live share, the live stream, and it's trying to keep thinkers running. Please tell me when you can see the screen. You should be able to see it by now because I can see it on my screen. We can see it. All right. Thanks, Steve. All righty. So we're looking at XSP, like I said, and we're looking for, remember, we've talked every afternoon about our probability out of the money. Probability out of the money. 454 here has a 73% probability out of the money. 73% probability is actually pretty good. 73%, 72% out of the money, pretty good. I was able to see your screen fine before. Now I can see it again. All good, all good, all good. Wonderful. So 454 looks like it might work for us. If we go to down to 453, that's a 90%. Yes, we're definitely, 90% chance is really, really good, but there may not be premiums down here. But we'll look when we switch over to verticals. Notice I'm now on the single screen. I'm looking at this probability out of the money on the single screen. On the put credit spread side, looks like 454. Maybe it's looking like price may be coming down because this turned into 68%. It was 73. And then on the call credit spread side, we're looking for probability out of the money. And 68 is a little lower than I'd like it to be. I want it to be at least 70%. But at the time of day, and if price is not doing enough moving up and down, you can end up with the tightness. See, 454 is at 68%. 455 is at 68%. That means you'd have to be right between those two. And there's an hour and a half left of trading. Don't forget to look at up here in the high IV, the implied volatility, is 0.9. This says that the broker is thinking price will either go up 0.9 or 90 cents, or it will go down 90 cents between now and close. So up 90 cents puts us at 455.50, which puts us above above 455, which means we need to go to 456. And taking away 90 cents also puts us at about 453 and a few pennies. And we talked about 453 and 456. Let's see what we get for premiums once we make this shift. 453, not a whole lot of money down here. 453. It's a safe zone, a safer place, but the premiums aren't really there. What we can do is you can adjust this to see what you want to see. Right? If you want to see something, you can adjust that there and put in more premiums. And if it comes down, then you collect more money. But if it doesn't, you just leave it. Again, we talked yesterday, we don't force trades. If it doesn't do what we need it to do, we don't force it. If it don't fit, don't force it. We don't force it, because forcing trades can cause you to force losses. And that's not what we're after. We don't have to do both sides either. We can do one side or the other. We do see that the trend for today has been up, even though we got a red candle for our daily. The trend has been an upwards trend, right? So it hasn't been a hard upwards trend, but it's going up for the entire day. We look here, we started here, and it came down and up and down. But if we do our trend line, you can see we're doing a slight climb. It's slight. It's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot of climbing. It's a slight climb. 450, 450 down in here looks like it may be some support. If we look at support and resistance, we can look at these numbers too. We use all the pieces to make an informed decision. Look at all the pieces to make an informed decision. I'm liking 454. We got enough places where that's been support, but everybody's got to be comfortable. You got to be comfortable with your own choices. You are the CEO of your own portfolio. Okay. The 453, those EMAs, I want to say are, 5. No, let me not guess anymore. I know it's 28. There we go. 8, 20. And then this is, I want to say, the 200. The 8 and the 20 are these two that are right up in here. Those are the two. They kind of hang around. I used to really use them a lot for decisions. Now I don't use them as much, but I keep them on my chart because I like to be able to see, what's going on around the EMAs, because I do know sometimes they will act as your support and resistance, and they do have some use. But just remember, all of these indicators are responsive indicators. Every indicator you could possibly use is responding to what's already happened. All right, I need to wrap this up. I'm languishing. We need to go faster so we can get finished. Again, I like the 454. If you were going to get on 454, I'm going to switch one more time to look back one more time at the single probability out of the money. Okay, 454 is back over 70%. That's good for me. And this 62% on 455, not so much. So 454 put credit spread is what I think I like. So if we do that, $11 is collected for a one spread. You can adjust it if you want to get a little bit more money, maybe adjust it a penny or two, put in your money. So if you don't like $11, because that don't seem like it's a lot of money, and it doesn't to some people. If you don't, though, put more contracts on. One contract, $11. Two contracts, $22. Three contracts, $33. And put on more contracts. You want more money? You put on more contracts. The whole point is that you don't get closer for more money. Just put on more contracts for more money. Or when you got yourself up and ready and you feel much more confident, you can switch over to SP. Careful when you're doing SPX. We're definitely going to teach you all the steps that we use, that we repeat over and over each day. This is not something I want to dally into without support, right? I've talked to you all just now about making sure that you can come to the training and get the training following strategies that people have used every day. You want to follow somebody who's already been there, right? Jumping out there in the water by yourself and can't swim, no, that's just not wisdom. That's not wisdom. But me and my community will help you learn it. If you're interested in learning it, nothing is beyond learning. You just have to get with somebody who's already learned it and who already learned it, and they can show you. All right, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Sign up and come on, and let's figure out how to get this daily money. So if we're looking at SPX, I'm just gonna show you real quick. We looked at XSP and we pulled in $11, right? $12, I think it was. We're looking at probability out of the money on SPX. Here you got 78. Now I would probably go to one more down because SPX is going to provide a different level of money. So maybe 45.35 or 45.40. Somewhere in here you got your out of the money probability, and 40, 45, 55, 45, 60. So let's go 55 and nope, I want 60 and 35. 60 and 35. Going back to vertical, 35 is going to pay $25. Safer place, but you're going to pay $25. Now you're going to receive $25, but you're going to leverage a lot more capital in order to pull in this $35. Okay, in order to collect this $35, you're going to put up more capital. The 40 was the price that I said was 78% probability out of the money, and it's paying $70. This is going to put you 5 points closer to the FIRE. The current price is 45.47, and you need the price to stay above 45.40, and we've got a little less than an hour and a half. We're not even in power hour yet, so you might want to, think about that one. Again, you can get higher premium, but you also want to use wisdom. All right. On the other side, you can do 45.55. That's about 7 points above where we are. But let's look on the option chain. They got a plus or minus 8, which means the broker is saying they believe the price of SPX can go up or down 8.5. So you want to be at least outside of this. I would probably do a plus a 10, plus 9 to get us. You got to get to the round numbers, the 5s and the 10s. But I would definitely go beyond this plus minus number that's over here in the implied volatility area. All right. That's what I would do. So I would get, if we subtracted 10 from that, we'd be at 45, 40, 45, 35. Yep, I would stay. If I was going to be somewhere, it would be outside of here. So 45, 35 would be a better, safer spot. When I say better, I mean safer. Again, none of this stuff is trading advice. Please don't get me mixed up with a trading expert, because I'm still learning too. But I've been down this street a few times, right? I used to have a guy always talk about getting your face tore off. Yes, I've been on this road a few times, and I know that SPX can grab you if you're not careful. So that's how I can help guide you along the way. I won't deem myself anybody's expert, but I'm saying there's a road. All right, so 45, if we go up about 10, we'll end up at 45.58 or 45.60 here. If you picked up $30 from this side, staying safe. And you picked up $30 on the other side, $25. You collected a total of $60 on your capital, right? That's going to make it, that $60 is a 12% return on your money. Today, that's one day in an hour and a half, you will have returned 12% on your money. I think that's pretty good returns for daily. Yeah. I say so. I say so. All righty. Again, there's some stuff you could maybe pick up if you wanted to do it in your sim or do it live. See if it goes well for you in your trades, right? Credit spreads. Don't forget, tomorrow we are doing the training. If you're interested in the training to go along with SPX and XSP for daily money, that's what we after. Steady money. If you're trying to finance that vacation that you've been talking about for a year, 2 years, then this may be a way. If you're trying to retire early and leave that 9-to-5 job, this might be a way. You trying to put your kids through college and trying to relieve the pressure of those monthly tuition bills and housing and all the other stuff they ask for, this might be the way, right? We got to learn a skill in order to get us where we need to go. And, I'm here to help you learn some stuff. If you're interested in learning it, I'm here to teach whoever wants to be taught. All righty. I think I've wrapped up. Hopefully, I hope to see y'all in the morning. I'm going to put the link in the chat again, bit.ly/SPX training. I think I got too many N's and stuff there. Training, yep. bit.ly/SPX training. You can come over there, sign up, register, and see us. Please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about us. Pass the word. Let the people know that Arlissa, she be on every afternoon. Yes, Arlissa is on every afternoon, trying to help the people understand options as a seller. All righty. We do two things in this community. Boom, 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 boom. We stay green and we get this money. All righty. I'll see y'all later. Hope to see you in the morning. All right. Bye, everybody.